welcome back to my channel. So it's Saturday and I am motivated to do a couple of home projects. So I just went to Lowe's and picked up a little bit of paint. I'm actually gonna do this little entryway, which is in our garage, and I'll show you what it looks like right now. So this is part of our garage. There's like a couple steps going up, and then that's the door into our house. And I wanna create like a drop zone. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is put some trim right there. I have some hooks I'm gonna put up, and then I think I wanna paint, this is the door. I think I wanna paint the door, and then obviously get rid of all that crap and just have it look a little bit nicer. But this is what I'm working with. We do have, there's a trash can right there. I do have this shoe rack that I put up, which is pretty handy, but I want some place to put like all our coats, because they just go inside and end up on the back of chairs, which is not ideal. So what I think I'm gonna do is putty. There's like some nails here. There's a hole there. Putty some holes, and then I think I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna go ahead and paint the top half white first before I put the board up. I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll see. A ladder. And just FYI, this is one of those projects that's like, this doesn't cost me anything, but it's because I have everything that we need. I did go buy a couple pieces of wood and some paint, which cost me about 50 bucks. So all in all, this project's really cheap, but I'll list everything that I use, all the paint colors, in the description. Oh, easy hack, if you take off any like outlet covers or anything, just grab a bin and put it all in here so you don't lose it, like all the screws and stuff. Just a tip. So I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint around the trim at the top. I'm probably gonna have to do a couple coats because it's white, so it's gonna take like 3 or 4 coats. I guess this is a better angle. I'm just bad at this. So I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna go ahead and trim with the black a little bit. And this is gonna be a hodgepodge because I should have puttied yesterday. But I didn't. So we'll just have to make do and work around all of the wet spots. Look, a trash can. I'm letting all that dry. And while I do that, I'm going to go ahead and hang up the boards. I cut them. I'm gonna sand them a little bit, and I plan to use wood glue and some 2.5-inch nails in my nail gun to secure it to the wall. And I have a level to make sure that everything is level. So I'll show you that. think it's 1.5, or it's a half, 1 inch by like a half. It's really thin, and I'm gonna put it on the side to like make it a box. So I'm just gonna glue it up and probably put a couple nails in it. So this is what it looks like. And then I have that little trim piece, so it makes it feel like it's one section, because I don't want to paint my whole garage. So, and I wanted it to have a little bit of extra overhang right here. So I'm gonna go back and putty all these nail holes, and then I'm gonna start painting everything else. I'm gonna have this little one. So I think it looks good so far. So I went ahead and caulked everything. I'm gonna let it dry because I'm gonna go eat lunch. But for the caulking, you can see it, whoops, on the edges, and I did on the bottom. I didn't do it on the top because you're not gonna see it. And then it's important to remember, because caulk is silicone based, that you make everything as smooth as possible, because you can't sand it afterwards. Just a thought. And then also, we just let our caulk dry out. It just kind of dries in the nose, and then you stick a nail in it when you want to reuse it, and that works fine for us. But just so you don't have to buy a new tube, even though they're very cheap. Just a thought. So I'm gonna let that dry and go eat lunch. I just finished eating, so I'm back to work. The caulking is dry. I'm gonna go ahead and sand all of the putty and start painting. So I'm trying to decide what color to paint the doors. These are my options. So this is gonna be like the trim lower part color that the hooks are gonna be on. And then the upper part is gonna be white. So which, I can't decide. What do you think? I don't know. These are the 3 colors. Think about it. So I just went to get more paint because I painted the door and I hate it. It doesn't look as bad on camera, but it's giving like really salmon pink. So I just went and got this paint color. So I'm gonna try that and see if I like it better. But other than that, I think it looks nice. Well, there we go. So it's been a few weeks and let me just show you. Change the color. I did not like the black. Whoop, you're blurry. There we go. I did not like the black, and my husband didn't really like it either. So we ended up going with this like grayish blue color. And then I also decided to paint the bottom trim, and we ended up painting the door this like pale icy blue color. And I think it turned out much better. So we have 7 hooks, which is plenty of storage. And I'm gonna go ahead and stage it to take a good thumbnail picture. But this is how it turned out. What do you think? I think it turned out pretty good. So this is kind of what it looks like day to day. We've just been hanging jackets right here. And then these are bags filled with more reusable bags when I go to the grocery store. It's summer right now, so hopefully we'll get more utilization out of it in the winter. What you doing? So I hope you enjoyed it. It was pretty easy. The most difficult part was picking a color, honestly. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.